Hey guys, today I'm gonna do the fall basket number 1. It is gonna be from September 1st-ish all the way to the middle of October, and it's gonna be more of a transitional fall basket from summer transitioning to fall, and then I'll have like my Halloween deep fall basket, which is middle of October through November. This video was a little bit crazy because obviously I can't get my stuff together. I had to film it on 2 different days because I lost light on the first day, finished up on the second day. That was 2 days in a row. Then, now here I am a little bit later reviewing the footage, and I somehow just deleted my L3 portion of the basket. So I have to refilm that. So it's me on 3 different days, but it's okay. We got the whole fall basket in there. So I'm glad I'll finally get it all together, and that's just me, so it's typical. I cannot believe it's already the end of August. We do have pretty warm weather here still through most of September, and then October 1st it's normally like fall weather, cold, rain every day. Up here we won't see sunlight again, honestly, until March. It's a solid 5 months of rain every day, dark clouds, kind of depressing. And wax is part of the things that help make me feel festive and happy during that time, where otherwise it can be a little bit depressing. In the Pacific Northwest, there's a lot of like seasonal depression because it gets so dark and dreary here, but I really lean into it with my fun seasonal scents. I really embrace like the fall time, and I decorate my house seasonally. Spring and summer kind of shares the same decorations, but then I have a full fall decoration set that comes out September 1st for fall. I might make a YouTube video just like showing my little decorations. It's nothing too fancy. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on decorations. I just bought these decorations 3 years ago when I bought my first house. I was pretty low on money at that time, as you can imagine. So it's just little like scene setups that change, but I have a few of them around the whole house that help make it festive. So maybe I'll show you guys that transition from summer to fall also, maybe. So that's part of how I lean into fall and enjoy it, even though I'm bummed about the weather changing. But like I said, for most of September, we'll still have sunny weather, which I'm so thankful for. So I made my basket a little like less heavy for this September into first half of October basket, so I can embrace that like still warm weather to fall transition. This is my first year up here. I moved just 3 hours north of where I used to live. I've always lived in the Pacific Northwest, but I used to live in a valley where there's like, it was flat land. And I've noticed just in the 8-9 months I've lived up here already, it's quite a bit more dreary up here. Like we used to have really warmer, sunnier weather down there in the valley. Up here, there's a lot more like dense fir pine trees. It's significantly more foggy in the fall and winter time. Very foggy and dark up here. So I guess I'm not sure actually how September will be up here. Maybe it won't be as sunny through all of September like it was in the valley. Maybe it'll get cloudier and foggier earlier. We'll see. It's my first September up here. I moved up here October 1st last year. So it's crazy, it's almost been a year. But that's all been fun. So now we'll hit the basket. So now we'll do L3 to start out with. The first one is Aloha Witches, and that is Aloha Vanilla, Pumpkin Firewood, Amber White, and Palo Santo. I'm a little bit bitter my footage of the first L3 got deleted because this was a 6-ounce tombstone, and it was shaped like a tombstone, and it said RIP, and it was so cute, and I like took it out of the bag and showed it and everything. Like, how did I accidentally delete that? But gotta forgive my crazy self. But it was really cute. Now it's just chopped because I already chopped it. thinking I'd filmed that last week or whatever. But this is a great transitional fall scent, I think, because amber white is not a dark, heavy amber like some ambers are. It's actually a very clean amber, if that makes any sense. It comes off very clean, very fresh, and it keeps this blend. You definitely get pumpkin in here, but you get like a very clean, fresh edged pumpkin. My friend who really enjoys fresh and clean scents smelled this and she loved it because it's not too dark and deep. It's kind of fun to have that hint of pumpkin, but still in a very like fresh, clean smelling scent, believe it or not, from that amber white really as the base of this scent. So that should be really fun. Then I have this mini loaf in blood orange, cedarwood, and tonka bean. Now this was originally one of Jay Alford's customs. He created this scent and I saw it in his customs. I was so intrigued by it. I asked him if I could put it in my customs, so I did. I got a whole big custom loaf of it, and this mini loaf is from my custom overpours. My friend smelled this and she loved it so much because she loves citrus. She took a bunch of the mini loaf. I think I still have 2/3 of it. She took like 1/3 of it, which I'm super happy about. I love when she loves things. But this is a very like deep, juicy blood orange, not like a bright, like zesty orange juice orange like you normally get in wax. It's definitely blood orange. There's a difference. It's very like a little more like deeper, like of an orange, and then with the cedarwood and tonka just really add warmth to this blend. So I thought that's a great transitional scent because it's orange, which is still like fruity, but there's a lot of warmth coming into it from the cedarwood and the tonka supporting it, kind of moving us into fall. This was a little cloud cake, but I've chopped it. I've chopped all L3 because like I said, I thought I filmed it. And it's in Season of the Witch, which is their signature apple and leaves blend, but plus wood smoke and Palo Santo. This was my scent suggestion. Like I asked for them to pour it with the Palo Santo and wood smoke when they did. This is back from when Jennifer Sloan, the company, as they were closing. I was so happy they poured my suggestion of this. I was playing around with like things mixed with Season of the Witch. I know Ashley Overly did some amazing like Season of the Witch blends. So they poured this one and it's super good. You definitely get Season of the Witch strongest, which is that apple and leaves, but you do get that wood smoke in there. The Palo just melds with that wood smoke to make like this woody smoke smell. It's like you're outside, you get the apples, the leaves all around you in fall time, and you're getting like wood smoke from people's chimneys drifting through the air outside. It's what it smells like. I have this cup in Cookie Cottage, Macadamia Nutmeg. I had a Cookie Cottage sampler from L3 and this is just one of the cups from it. It was everything with Cookie Cottage. This Macadamia Nutmeg just smells like the most amazing warm spiced cookie scent. Really good. I'm heavily considering getting this in customs. Next, I have this bar in Fall Vibes. That is pumpkin pecan waffles, sugared shortbread, and mac apple. It's definitely named appropriately Fall Vibes because when you smell this, like I instantly, kind of like snapped on myself. Whew. I instantly thought of fall. The mac apple is strong in this one, like how it kind of takes over blends. It's strong in this one, but you definitely get the pumpkin pecan waffles just sweetening up in there behind the apple, and the shortbread kind of mixes with that, making this delicious sweet apple fall pumpkin blend. Two more cloud cakes I've cut up. This one is Jack the Pumpkin King, and it is pumpkin milkshakes, waffle cones, vanilla hazelnut, plus the Lucky Charms. This one is definitely bakery dessert. It smells exactly like a dessert. You get that pumpkin milkshake, the waffle cones. You definitely do get some hazelnut in there, like a delicious like pumpkin dessert you're eating. It's super sugary and sweet and good. And then last but not least for L3 is Leaves plus the Great Pumpkin Festival. This is an overpour from my customs when I got all my big custom loaves before they closed down. The Great Pumpkin Festival is their house blend, and it is pumpkin firewood, pumpkin seeds, oud, and patchouli, so a very fall scent. And all I asked them to do was add leaves to it. So this was from my custom overpours. It's a very fall scent. You get that pumpkin, you get that pumpkin firewood, pumpkin seeds, but the oud and patchouli really adds this like deepness and warmth to the blend. Then with leaves, it's just fall in a scent, like a deep, warm pumpkin leaf scent. Really delicious. And for scoops, I have this scoop from 723, so it's over 2 years old, but it smells amazing. And it is Sweet 16 with Palo Santo and zucchini bread added. Sweet 16 is like a really rich, decadent birthday cake. You can see it's a really rich, decadent birthday cake. So that with zucchini bread and then Palo Santo, it's a super rich, super sweet, decadent bakery warmed up with that Palo Santo. So a Palo Santo bakery, but a super sweet, sugary, decadent one. That is gonna fulfill like all of my bakery cravings. So now we'll go to Dessa's. We have pumpkin to talk about, which is creamy pumpkin filling with buttery pie crust. And there's no spices in this blend. So for people that don't like fall pumpkin spice, it's just buttery pumpkin and pie crust. We have a Dessa's classic sugared zucchini streusel, which is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, cinnamon, streusel crumble. So good. Along with this classic, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. It is chestnuts, brown sugar cookies, and marshmallow fireside. That one is so good and sweet, and I love chestnut to break up some of the apple and pumpkin in fall. We're gonna do Donut Be Afraid, which is apple cider donuts. Fun. We have pumpkin butter bake. I already have it like cut up from a time I tried some of it before. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I used some of it before. And it was buttery pumpkin, sweet cinnamon, brown sugar, and vanilla. So a nice spiced pumpkin. And then burnt sugar cake, buttery cake batter, and burnt sugar frosting. If you guys are like not in the know yet, it's okay because I'm about to let you know. Burnt sugar cake is one of the most amazing bakeries of all time and a huge top seller for Dessa. I mix everything with this in mini loaves. Like, I'm obsessed with the scent. On cold, you won't think it's that special, and then warm it and it is. And then I have a mini loaf I put together here of honey buttered cornbread and farm fresh raspberry jam. Raspberry jam and buttered cornbread. You'll just want to eat it. You'll just want to eat it. Yeah, that is good, good, good. And Dessa's has the good raspberry jam. So that's an amazing mini loaf for this fall. Okay, I think we're gonna do Rose Girls next. Then we'll do some Swanky. Then we'll do some Teddy Bees and Sassy Girl. And then maybe it's time for one-ofs. Or I'll check, we'll see. But for Rose Girls, I have this I got from Around Robin. It is a sample of Haunted Mansion, and it's a good number of pieces in there, but I probably do one open concept melt with this to test it out. And it is suede, rosewood, leather, old library books, and fireplace. So a classic library scent for fall. Same with this one. I got it in Around Robin, and it's enough for me to do an open concept, full melt with to try out the scent. And it is oatmeal vanilla crunch donuts, oatmeal cookies, vanilla icing, and vanilla crunch donuts. So that'll be great to try. And then I have a mini melter bag in Luke's Diner. So a coffee scent for fall. In spring and summer, I tend to like cereal scents for like weekend mornings, like really pump you up, super fruity. And then for fall and winter, I tend to like coffee scents for weekend mornings because it's more cozy and warm. And this one is Absolute Coffee, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Pancakes, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. So super good. Okay, and next up we have Swanky. I always get amazing open concept throw from Swanky, so I'm so excited. I have a loaf. It's a very beautiful loaf with the flowers and Jabberwocky. I cut a little piece out of it. I'm going to use 1/3 of this loaf for this melt basket, which is what I do. And Jabberwocky is smoked Earl Grey. You know, I love Earl Grey. Apple tea and Whispers in the Library, which is an amazing dupe from a perfume that's like a library scent. So library Earl Grey tea and apple, beautiful for fall. Next, I have a mini loaf or kind of like a tub size. I think this is more like a tub size. It's 9 ounces, I think, versus like 8, which is a tub. And this is a custom I did in my custom with Swanky. I was so happy and blessed that I got to do a big customs round with her before she like turned off her business for a bit while she moved. I'm so thankful for that. I got so many good customs for fall and winter. Like most of them I got were for that vibe. And I kind of have to pat myself on the back a little bit over this custom, honestly, because it's so good. And it is banana walnut bread with caramel drizzle and bougie vanilla. It's so good. It's a really good caramel banana bread. And then I just looked up, and bougie vanilla is angel food cupcake, glazed donuts, and sugared marshmallows. So it's like all this yummy bakery, banana walnut bread and caramel drizzle, an amazing banana bakery for fall. Also, all of Swanky's blends, which is why I'm kind of obsessed with her wax, just like kind of with Teddy B's, smells so refined, so creamy, and so elegant. Somehow she has mastered the art where like she can have a bakery blend, but it smells creamy and elegant. Like, how does she do it? I wish I knew. So good. Sassy Girl Aroma. I have Radiant Leaves. Very pretty. Crisp red Macintosh apples. Smoky notes. Sweet maple. Warm caramel and an aromatic woody note. So apples, smoky, maple, caramel, and woodiness. You know, caramel, apple, and smoked woods. Radiant Leaves. Super good. Very fall, very fall. Black Cat, Blackberry Cider Lane, and Marshmallow Fireside. Such a staple for fall. Gotta get some cider lane in here now that it's fall. Classic apple cider vibes with blackberry. Apple cider and blackberry together are always like referred to as like Black Cat. So, and then for my bakery fix, we have October Kiss. Really nice. It is pumpkin pecan waffles, butter brickle, and zucchini bread. And you know Sassy Girl Aroma's bakery is off the chain. Like I was saying, I need all the bakery, and her pumpkin pecan waffles is really good and strong too. So that's me bakery heaven. Then I thought this one I wanted a really unique scent, and I thought what better time than fall? I don't need your persimmon. And it is peppercorn, quince, persimmon, fruit, clove, ginger, patchouli, rose, sandalwood, oak, and vanilla. And I think persimmon is such like a fall smelling scent because it is like usually paired with like spices. So you get like the fall spices, but with the persimmon fruit. Perfect for September when we're going from sunny weather to dark cold weather. Get some fruit, but with those fall spices. And if you don't know what persimmon smells like, I wish I could explain it to you, but it really just smells like itself. But it is a very unique fruit scent and it's beautiful, and I love persimmon. And then I have a couple from a leaf fall sampler I got from Julie a couple years ago. I like chopped it up when I first got the sampler trying to use it, and then like didn't end up using it all, so they're already pre-chopped, so like go me, right? We have Autumn Chai. That's really nice. And they were like those leaves in the sampler I got. She did a leaf fall sampler. Autumn Chai, sweet cream, nutmeg, maple chai, vanilla bean, almonds, clove, and ginger. I have almond macaroon. I love almond, especially in fall. This should break up some of that pumpkin and apple too. It is creamy amaretto, cinnamon, nutmeg, lemon zest, vanilla, and sugar. What a nice almond bakery. Along with pumpkin bread, another great bakery. Pumpkin bread is pumpkin puree, brown sugar, nutmeg powder, cashew creamer, fluffy ripe bed, milk, and butter. Sounds so good. And then When the Leaves Fall, I did melt about half this one already, and I kind of remember it. Such a beautiful fall scent. These are just going to be so good for fall. Sassy Girl Aroma has so many good fall scents. Like, I have a huge bin of just fall scents. Like, I have enough fall scents from her for probably like the next 4 years. So it was hard to pick these ones, so I just felt with a vibe and picked these. When the Leaves Fall is fall air, crisp leaves, wood smoke, and cedar wood. And to me, it really smells like leaves falling. You're getting some like wood smoke creeping through the forest. That's Sassy Girl. Let's hit Teddy Bees. I think it's our last one, and then we have the one-offs. Okay, Teddy Bees. I opened the window so we could get some good light on these tubs real quick. For partials, I have just this little bit of Little Pumpkin Beach Party left, just like a quarter tub. Little Pumpkin Beach Party is beach nights, pumpkin cupcakes, and marshmallow fluff. To me, it smells like the inside of like a raw pumpkin, but with a little hint of cinnamon and beach nights. I thought the beach nights and the pumpkin pulls it together from summer to fall very well. So melting really good in this transition time between fall and like dark fall, end of summer. And I want to use it up so I can get this tub out of my stash because I need to prioritize getting some partials out of my stash. Up next, I just got a forget-me-not in this. So I have a huge other forget-me-not size, so I don't need this tub. I need to start getting through it. It is sugared peach and apricot woods. You guys can see that girl here. She's gorgeous. And she is, let me read it to you. Hold on. This is a perfect transition scent from summer, like fall, early fall. She is ripe peaches, sweet cream, apricots, cardamom, vanilla oak, and warm mahogany. Stunning. Yeah, the peach and apricot in this really remind me of early summer, beautiful early summer fruits, but with the mahogany and the oak and the cardamom really falling into fall. And I have lots more of it, so that's gorgeous. Next up, I think this was an RTS only ever scent provided, but it is so early fall. It is oak barrel and vanilla liquor. And she is tonka bean, oak, cognac, cinnamon, pepper, sandalwood, and tobacco leaf. So yeah, I really get the cognac. Like you get this kind of sweet, syrupy, almost not alcoholic, but a little like boozy because the sweet syrupiness feel of it. And then with the oak, A little hint of cinnamon, but not red hot cinnamon like a candy, like rustic cinnamon with tobacco leaf. It's a beautiful scent. And then I also have this scent in a forget-me-not huge tub. So I need to use this tub in Papa. Beautiful. And I love Papa. It is. The scent reminds me of my Papa's Barn, cedarwood, sawdust, sandalwood, hints of vanilla, and masculine notes. And it smells like a man that has just been woodworking in the barn. For souffles, we have cider cookies. It is apple, cake donuts, cinnamon, caramel, and sugar cookies. So caramel, apples, cake donuts, cookies. From what I've heard from people on the page, this is a big favorite scent. Like, this is a favorite. So on cold, it smells good, but I think on warm, this one's really gonna transform into something else, because from what I've heard from people on the page, this is a huge fan favorite and it's really good on warm. I think the bakery will really bloom on warm with that one. I have a partial of Witchy Woman here, which is blackberries, warm flannel, and a boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I love Witchy Woman. And I just have a partial here, so I need to finish that up because I have a whole nother tub of it too, so I need to finish this one. Then Spiced Acorn. This is a dupe of the Myers cleaning spray acorn fall scent they have, and she duped it, but you would never know this is a cleaning solution. Like in your wildest dreams, you would never guess. Because it just smells like a beautiful fall scent. Like, so they made a really good scent, I guess, if it really smells like this. I haven't smelled the original. And it is nutty acorns with autumn spices. Really pretty for fall. And then this one is a great transitionatory scent, like not too deep and dark. It is spiced vanilla and almond blossom. And it is sensual vanilla, almond blossom, sweet cake with a hint of cinnamon and sugar. And it's a very beautiful vanilla scent with just a little bit of spice and a beautiful almond blossom note. Gorgeous for a transition scent. If you guys know, we did Teddy B's Battle of the Cookies. If you guys liked Battle of the Cookies, we are gonna do one for fall, and we're gonna do Battle of the Femme Fatales. So it's not actually just all the vampy femme fatales, but I noticed like Tiffany uses a lot of pitted fruit, a lot, or I'd say like 90% of the time that's plum, or she uses what I would call like dark berries, like dark raspberry, blackberry, and she started a couple years ago using those in fall blends, kind of like with ciders, or like just making like a deep pitted fruit berry scent for fall. She really started in that category, and then she started adding more florals till we got into like ambiance scents, and she started adding more florals like more recently in the last year, where she's made some really deep, dark, vampy, femme fatale perfume scents, like you know? So we're gonna do everything that is like dark plum, pitted fruit, dark berries, and we'll follow the evolution from the ciders and the fruit scents as she added more florals, all the way to now her modern day femme fatale banger perfume like scents. We'll do all those, but we're gonna call it Battle of the Femme Fatales, and we will review them just like Battle of the Cookies, talk about the differences between them, and really like look at those scents in Battle of the Femme Fatales. So that will include these scents. So yesterday it got dark on me as I was filming my video, so I had to come back just to finish this part, which is our Battle of the Femme Fatale. So you guys know last time this summer we did Battle of the Cookies. So if you liked Battle of the Cookies, we're gonna do the same thing this fall, but we're gonna do Battle of the Femme Fatales. So it's not all just like femme fatale perfumey scents, but Tiffany has this huge amount of scents I noticed that are either like pitted autumnal fruit or dark berries, which I would say is like dark raspberries or blackberries, that are like all fall time scents. And a few years ago, she started making these kind of like as cider scents and then kind of just as autumnal fruit scents, but she started adding florals into them until they got like ambiance scents. And then in the last year or so, she's added more and more florals to them to make really like femme fatale, sexy, feminine, dark perfumes, like perfect for fall scents. And so in the Battle of the Femme Fatales, we're gonna cover everything that has like pitted fruit or dark berries that's kind of fall themed, all the way from her like cider scents to her dark vampy femme fatales, like vampy. So there's a ton of them, but we're gonna do that video. So we'll contrast and compare the different scents, we'll rate them, everything we did, just like Battle of the Cookies, we'll do for Battle of the Femme Fatales coming up this fall. So for that video, we will cover these scents. So we'll start with tubs we'll be covering that I have. We'll start with Blackfire. Beautiful tub. And this one is Midnight Jasmine, Dark Vanilla, Amber Woods, and Blackcurrant. This is a dupe for Sol de Janeiro After Hours, and it has that jasmine with blackcurrant. Beautiful. We'll do Dark Desires. This was in the most recent pre-order in Forget-Me-Nots. And this is also the same as Salt Mountain's Iridescent Clouds, if you liked that scent. It is Cashmere Cream, Blackberries, Vanilla Orchid, and Cotton Candy Musk. So that's Blackberries, Vanilla Orchid. Since that is a single oil and a dupe, those are kind of like, they come as they come. I believe the rest are blends, but how would I know? We're gonna do the Dark Witch, which she recently came out with. And that one is Vanilla Birch, Sensual Vanilla Cream, Pink Chiffon, hints of blackberry and raspberry, Cashmere Cream, and Campfire Marshmallow. So we have the dark berries in there, but no perfume in that one except for Cashmere Cream. We're gonna do Catacomb of the Witch. This one is Dark Plums, like we're saying, Rich Vanilla, Black Amber, Bonfire Bliss, and Vanilla Woods. Very fall amber plum. And we're gonna do a Velvet Nocturne. This one also follows that same theme we got going on here. And it's Vanilla Sugar, Soft Peony, Ink Accord, Damp Paper, Black Raspberries, Rose Petals, Patchouli, and Black Licorice. So you have the peony floral, we have the black raspberries. And then the rest of the scents I have in soufflés. We're gonna do Chilean Saint. This one has Fig, Cashmere Woods, and Chocolate Orchid. We'll do Oracle of Dusk, which is Black Raspberry, Bergamot, Velvet Rose, Jasmine, Patchouli, and Woods. We're gonna do Meraxis, which is Sweet Plum, Peppercorns, Cashmere Cream, Roasted Pine Cone. We're gonna do Femme Fatale, what we named this whole shebang after. And it's Dark Berries, Raspberry Blossom, Vanilla Orchid, Blackcurrant, Pink Pepper, Witching Hour. Same vibe here. Midnight Jasmine, Mahogany, Blackcurrant. Melly's The Red Queen. There we have Spiced Woods, Cashmere, Plum, Pomegranate, Tobacco. Spooky Encounters, This one's oud, cherry, raspberry, patchouli, blackberry cotton candy, harvest cider, and birch. This one is plum, cherry, birch, peppered woods, pomegranate. Pomegranate's also a big reoccurring theme through a lot of these, along with that plum, blackberry, blackcurrant, raspberry, midnight train to Memphis. This one is blackcurrant, lavender, lily of the valley, night blooming moonflower. And then we'll also do the 2 out of the most recent pre-order, which was like autumnal fruits and cashmere, along with the last kiss, I believe, but those are over with the new order right now. So yeah, lots of scents. This is gonna be like Battle of the Cookies, but on steroids, because there's so many scents part of this. It's gonna take me a bit to test all of these. So hopefully by like into fall, I'll have this video, but I think it'll be so fall themed to get to melt all of these, test them out, contrast, compare. They're all very similar. There are some scents she has that have like a pitted fruit that I didn't include, and that's because I really wanted this to be like all of these scents have those common things I talked about, with the addition of from non-floral to floral, but the pitted fruit, the black dark berry, but they're all very fall suited scents. I would think like warmer weather or cooler weather suited scents, and things like Emma of Normandy have plum, a pitted fruit, but I truly think that's a year-round scent, not a fall scent, so I decided not to include it. Same with I Heart Vanilla Stone Fruit. That's a good year-round scent that does have stone fruit, pitted fruit, but if I started including all of those that are like year-round, there'd be even so many more, so I kept it to the ones that are very like fall, cold weather, dark, vampy vibe, like all of those, because even with all those, you see we have a massive amount to go over. So I'm really excited for that, for Battle of the Femme Fatales. Hopefully you guys are too, and you also enjoyed Battle of the Cookies. So that's what we're gonna do for this fall. Christmas, I'm gonna do a Battle of the Eggnogs. I've already planned, but that will be in Christmas. Okay guys, now that we have finished Teddy Bees, it's starting to get dark here, so I need to like zoom through filming here, but we're gonna do one-ups. So that involves the Candle Nurse, Blank Label, Everything Vice, Second Spruce, Lavender and Speckles, all really great vendors. I'm just doing one of them this time around. Okay, for Candle Nurse, we have Santal Royale in a 6-pack here. And this is Smoke, Amber, Cocoa, Vanilla, Cedar, Spices, Musk, and Sandalwood. It's really nice for early fall, you know, cocoa, vanilla, cedar, spices, smoke, amber. It's a very warm, perfumey scent, honestly. Like a fall perfume. Like I would wear this as a perfume, dead on ringer. This would be beautiful as a woman's fall perfume. Just gorgeous, warm scent. Not even much spices. It's just like a warm, warm amber. That brings us to Everything Vice. We have the snap bar of Sakura and Fig, and it is a dupe for Fleur's Hanami perfume. And it is Fig, Bergamot, Hazelnut, White Florals, Sandalwood, Vetiver, and Musk. I think Fig, Hazelnut is so fitting for fall. So this one is also very pretty. Yeah, just gorgeous. I love Hanami by Fleur. It's actually a retired scent now, so you can't get it anymore, but you can still get it from dupe places like Land of Oz. It's very, very pretty. I love it because it really has an earthiness to it. It has Fig, which is like a little bit fruity, white florals, which are very beautiful for a woman's perfume, but like the sandalwood, the vetiver, the musk, the hazelnut, and the fig all give it this very earthy feel. It's a very earthy perfume, and if you read like perfume reviews of it on Fragrantica, that's kind of divisive for some people how earthy it is, but I love it. For fall, earthy is really great in such a feminine, beautiful way too. Okay, for lavender and speckles, we have gardenia and apples. I love this scent so much. This is a partial, and I was thinking, you know, I meant to melt it this spring. I never got around to it, more than a couple pieces. And I was thinking this would be perfect for fall because gardenia and apples, where gardenia is a very summer flower, a very strong summer flower, this is fresh gardenia blossoms, juicy apples, and cashmere cedar. Very unique blend for cashmere cedar. Never seen cashmere cedar blended like this anywhere else. Beautiful creation. The cashmere cedar really comes in and warms it up, gives it this cozy tone. It makes this like, and it gives the bright summer gardenias and the fall apples this cozy wrap up, kind of making it great for early fall. Then second in spruce, we do have a cake bite in almond macaron. And it is almond, amaretto, vanilla, and sugar. I think Almond Bakery is very gorgeous for fall. With the amaretto, we're warming things up. It's a little nutty and delicious bakery. Also, it's getting kind of old now because this is from 424. So it's a year and a half old, and I really want to use it before it gets too old. And then, last but not least of the one-ofs, we have Blank Label Yabos, and it is apricot vanilla lace and cider lane, and it is this cute little leaf shape she does. These are perfect shapes if you want to pick up from her. She usually offers a very small shape like a leaf or a pumpkin, literally this big if you want to try just a little bit of scent from her. And you can see there's some sparkles in there that are like shaped glitters like in there, and I was stunned by the scent. I would take this in a perfume any day. Also, the apricot is very fall fruit. The cider lane is in there, but it's really not over slamming or overpowering this blend too hard like it does tend to. It's definitely present, but it mixes with the beautiful perfume of the vanilla lace, and the sweetness of the apricot kind of cuts the acidity of the cider lane there, making it so it's not too acidically cider lane. It really cuts it with sweetness. Beautiful perfume of vanilla lace. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous blend. I love that. If she has her fall pre-order, yeah, really gorgeous. Such a good scent. So that was our one-of. So yeah, now we'll go to our retired scent section, which is Salt Mountain and Vintage Chic. For Vintage Chic, I have 2 loaves that are chopped and old that I need to get through. I think they'll still have good smell. They did last year, at least when I melted them, but I just have so much Vintage Chic because I hoarded when she shut down, which I don't know why I did that, because I don't know. Honestly, personally, I'm not so in love with her wax. It's okay, and I think she's really good at fall. Like, I have a lot of fall blends from her, but her other stuff that's not fall is just okay to me. But this is a loaf from June of 2021, and it is Pumpkin King, and it is creamy pumpkin, sweet pumpkin, and spiced pumpkin all mixed together, and I need to use this loaf. I have more than these 2 loaves already chopped up, cut up in huge bags, like from 2020 and 2021. I have like 3, 4, 5 more that old of huge loaves, and I can only fit 2 of them in this basket because I have a limit of how much I can reasonably melt in a 6-week time frame. And I think I even went over that. Honestly, I'll probably not be able to finish this basket, and there will be some carryovers, I think, because I just went above and beyond, but it's because I'm so excited for fall and I have so many fall scents to melt that like I don't even think I can get to them all this fall, but I want to, so I'm like over choosing these. And then Carolyn's Pumpkin Patch, and this one is apple pumpkin butter zucchini bread. I do love this one for fall. I melted it a couple falls already, so it's really like a little less than a loaf because I melted some already. But this one's from September. Oh my gosh, this one's near my birthday, September in 2021. So yeah, they're getting older. This fall is gonna be 2025, so they're like 4 years old. That's what I'm gonna do for Vintage Chic. And then Salt Mountain, I'm gonna do frosted chai cookies for fall, sugar cookies, vanilla frosting, masala chai, and milk. And since this is the September basket, which is kind of like end of summer into fall, I have some fair scents. I love to do fair scents in that time. Summer transitioning to fall, that's like one of my favorite times to melt fair scents. So we are gonna do her Ferris Wheel After Dark, which is one of my favorite scents from her ever. And it is caramel tobacco, funnel cake, and cotton candy. I usually melt tubs half at a time in my baskets. I don't ever melt the whole tub. I do souffles to completion, tubs halfway, or loaves 1/3. So I'm gonna use half of this, and that will leave me with like a little chunk left for another time when I want melt a little bit of it. I do have one other tub of this in my stash, and that's all I have of this scent, but we gotta use it, enjoy it. If I use half a tub each year, I'll still have 2 more years worth after this year. But yeah. And then following that theme, we have Midway Magic. Obviously I have a loaf here. We'll be using 1/3 of this loaf in this basket. Midway Magic is so good. If you've never smelled it, I'm like truly sorry. It's one of the best smelling scents from Salt Mountain, I think. This loaf is from 2021 and it will smell and grow like better than the day she poured it. It's an amazing bakery scent, and it is churro, birthday cake, Nilla wafer, and marshmallow fluff. Like a nice light-hearted churro bakery, and it's gonna be amazing. So that is my fall basket. All of these things, plus we'll be working on the Femme Fatale battle. Yeah, it's a great first fall basket. I'm so excited for it. I'm really excited even already for the next fall basket number 2, which will be like dark, deep Halloween themed. But this is a great transitional fall basket. Chef's kiss. I'm super excited for it. So you guys will see all the reviews in a while, like a month or so. I hope you're excited for fall, but I totally understand if you're not. I am really bummed about the weather change, if we're being honest. But I think this is to like try to kind of keep me in a better mood to deal with that weather change. Let me know what you guys feel about fall, if you're gonna melt any of these come fall time, and hope you guys have a good day.